Got him. That was the fastest hunt ever.
Howdy y'all, I'm Doc Hinck, your host for Trail and a Vision Outdoors. On today's episode, I take my son Rawson back here in eastern Kansas after the elusive long-bearded turkey. Now this is Ross's third year chasing these longbeards with me, and the last 2 years he's been really successful. Shot a big bird the first day. On my birthday 2 years ago, awesome hunt, was over just snap of the fingers. Last year, we got on the birds, didn't happen right away. Ross said he wanted the hardest turkey he could get this year. But last year, we sat up, birds were coming in, but they were gobbling on the other side of the creek. Wouldn't make that extra distance to come into us. So, we backed out, ran around the timber, got up, sat up. Ross had an awesome hunt, shot a beautiful longbeard right off a camera, right behind a tree. Happens every time. But this year, pretty exciting. We set out my birthday. Ross is shooting a little Mossberg, it's a Mossberg 20 gauge, a youth model, so it's really short, so they got to be really close. But we had the most epic hunt ever that morning. Ross and I set up early. We get up out of here at 4 o'clock in the morning. We haul down to some public where we'd seen some birds before, and I'll tell you what, it was crazy. We got in there, onX wasn't working on my phone because down in the bottom we'd lost service, and let me tell you, it was crazy. We got set up. First off, we're trying to get down in there, and because onX isn't working, I kind of got turned around in the dark, and now I haven't been in this timber since I was a boy, or fairly young, so to speak. It's been, oh gosh, probably 15, 20 years since I've been in that location. But we'd been seeing a lot of birds there. So I decided, time to play hooky. It's my birthday. Let's go after some turkeys. Now we get in there, and we're cutting down this grass along the edge of this timber. And onX quit working, so we lost service. I couldn't figure out exactly where I was at. It was dark, cloudy. They're calling for horrible storms. Everything could go against us was going against us that morning. But we're sitting in the car at first, and I'm letting Ross sleep a little bit. So we slept for about a half hour in the car. Got there early, and it was a full moon that night and cloudy, so it looked like it was getting light when it wasn't. And within 30 minutes times, it was getting light, and I couldn't tell that the moon had disappeared because of the clouds. And let me tell you what, we got to trucking back in there. I looked at onX, and I'm like, gosh, we've been walking forever. Surely we're close to the roost where we had heard the birds roosting 2 days before. And I looked at onX, finally got it to load, and I'm like, we're nowhere near where we need to be. We're several hundred yards away. So we start jetting across this open hay meadow. It's getting light. The birds are gobbling all over up and down this draw. We get in there as quick as we can, and I mean, there's birds gobbling, and we're trying to get out of the open, at least to get to the trees. Figured I could call him right to us. We get up there, we look up, and he gobbles, and I'm like, oh no. We are directly under the roost, which is something I don't like to do. But we got right under the trees, and we could see him just picking them off one by one. We're like, oh, crap. We have to set up. So we picked the first tree that we could set up at. And watch this footage, y'all. Now, we've been sitting here a few minutes, and we're just counting them 1, 2, 3 gobblers just everywhere. There was a flock of 32 birds in here the day before and 2 days before. We'd counted 32. And there's like 6 jakes that I know for sure, and 4 really big longbeards. But we got in way too close. So I hear a gobble, and twigs are coming down all around us, and I'm like, we gotta freeze. We can't move. I can't really set my decoy out, so I just stuck her kind of beside us, and had a jake right there with me. But we couldn't get to the edge of the field where we wanted to put the decoys out because they had us pegged. I mean, they could clearly see us as it's getting light. Turkeys start coming off the roost. Me, if I'd have had a 12 gauge, I could have smoked them. They lit right in front of us. But there's a little bit of brush in front of us, Like I said, Ross has got this little Youth Model 20 shooting 3-inch number 5s, but we just didn't, they're like 50 yards maybe, 40, 50. Didn't want Ross to cripple a bird, so we were just waiting for him to, close the distance. Now, this is what's crazy. So I have hunted for the last 39 years of my life. I've been a hunter all my life. That's what I do. I'm an avid outdoorsman, hunting, fishing, that's my thing. So, we're sitting there, and I'm watching this just monster, gnarly-ass Tom sitting on this branch gobbling. If it was legal, you could shoot him. He's that close. And all of a sudden, they start coming out, and they're landing right in front of us, and there's strutters everywhere. I'm like, this is sick. This is awesome. Couldn't ask for a better morning. And then, out of the flock comes another bird, and he soars right over top of our heads. And it's still kind of dark. It's really cloudy. But this bird soars over our heads, and Ross is like, oh, he's got white wings. And my first thought was, oh my gosh, it's some kind of piebald color phase thing. Excuse my bird dogs out here. Ruger, Covey, and Hinck, they howl consistently. I don't know why. They should be coon dogs. But anyways, we see this bird come over the trees, and you can see like white colored wings, which is so different than all the rest of the eastern turkeys that we're hunting. He comes over, and I'm like, what in the heck? Ross is like, that's my bird. And I'm just thinking, please let it have a beard. Let it be a legal bird. Well, then Ross is like, Daddy, that bird's tail fan is like 10 feet long. What the hell? Now watch this footage, y'all. I've never seen anything like this in almost 40 years of turkey hunting in my life. Watch this footage. Now, we'd been sitting there for a while, birds are gobbling, and all of a sudden we hear this loud, obnoxious honk. And I'm like, me and Ross, both our butt cheeks literally came clear off the ground. And I'm sitting here like, I've hunted 39 years, I don't know what in the hell kind of noise that is. And if you all remember our episode of our Western Kansas trip a couple years ago, we encountered something that I can't explain. Never been a Bigfoot believer. I don't know what it was. The fellow that was with me was just a diehard Bigfoot fanatic. We could hear trees breaking, growling, and snarling and shit. I don't know what it was, but I'll tell you what, I don't think my 3.5-inch 870 12 gauge was big enough to take down whatever the hell that was if it came after me. But this morning we're sitting here with Ross. We hear this honk, and I'm like, what the hell? Ross is like, Daddy, what was that? I'm like, son, I have no idea what that was. And all the turkeys kind of like spook for a second, but not like bad, they just all kind of jump. And I'm like, what the hell was that? Then that bird comes over the trees and lands there, and he honks again. Never in my life have I heard anything like this. So just watch the footage and tell me if you've ever had an experience like that. I would love to know. Crazy. Oh, there they are.
he stops, okay? Wait. Just wait, don't move. He saw you. Damn.
Now this damn blue-green turkey is out there with all these turkeys, and he's just strutting around with everybody. The birds are strutting and gobbling, just out of our range. The jakes come in. Ross is considering shooting one, but we've got a bet going this year. Austin, our pro staff little man, he decided, why don't we, everybody put $10 in the pot, and whoever shoots the biggest scoring turkey for the season, which if you don't know anything about scoring turkeys, it's really simple. You take the weight, and then you take the length of the beard, and you times that by 2. You take the length of each spur, add those together, times them by 10, and then add all those total measurements together, and they score, so many points. In the state of Kansas, anything over 65 points is considered a trophy gobbler. So you can be awarded a trophy gobbler award from the Kansas Department of Wildlife and Parks. Really neat. I've shot a lot of those birds. Steph shot one. Ross got one with that 30-pound gobbler last year. Crazy. But Austin decided, let's do a little bet this year, see who can get the biggest longbeard. So the jakes come in, Ross is lying down on them, and I'm like, it's entirely your hunt, it's up to you. He decides to pass because we've got a field full of gobblers and a blue-green turkey. Crazy. Crazy shit. Now we've had this bird gobbling across the fence over on the private. We've got all these birds strutting in front of us. They've all got their hands. They've clearly seen Ross Man wiggling around. He won't stay still. He's still 8 years old. He's a work in progress. Does really well. But he's kind of fidgety. The turkey spotted him. Didn't spook, but they knew something just wasn't right. We're not in a blind or anything. We're just in our leaf suits. And as I call, this bird gobbles, several hundred yards away. And you can hear him getting closer and closer to the private property fence, which comes onto the public where we're setting. And I call, and he gobbles. And then all of a sudden, I see his red, white, and blue head coming through the fence, and I'm like, this bird is coming in hot. And then, watch this. They get into an all-out brawl, and this is one of the biggest longbeards I have ever seen.
Oh my God, they're all gobblers. There's at least 20 of them. That's still too far. Oh my God, look at the giant toms, bro. That is a monster.
This massive turkey fight goes on. They had end up running one bird right to us, close enough to shoot, but technically the little meadow that they are in, there's like an adjacent public-private line right there, and the green strip that runs right along the edge is the public, and then the hay meadow on the outer side, kind of halfway out there, is private. And they would not come just 2 feet into the public. And trying to raise my son right, you don't shoot a bird on the wrong side of the fence. You don't pick up an antler on the wrong side of the fence. You just got to teach him young, So it was an awesome experience for him and a learning experience. But it did kind of suck that they wouldn't take, 2 more steps. They chased that big longbeard right in our lap. And I tried to stop him, but the other Toms and Jakes, they chased him right back over onto the private.
Just wait. When he stops, okay? Wait. Just wait, don't move. He saw you. Damn.
So we sat there for 3.5 hours with non-stop turkey action, but they just they wouldn't commit completely. So they go around the bend, and we watch them crossing the private, heading across the road to the east, which is another public area. And I told Ross, I was like, let's back out. Let's make about a mile hike all the way around this other public property and cut them off, because I could see which direction they were going. So let's get on the backside and get ahead of them. Well, we hiked 3/4 of a mile, jumped in the vehicle, we fly down the road, and we could see them crossing the road onto the public, off of the private. But we just could not get ahead of these birds. They were pretty quick, and we were not so quick. Ross kept reminding me that he has little legs. So finally we get up there, and we're walking in the timber where I had last seen them, and we are just, they take 4 steps, we're 2 steps behind them. Look up, big old redhead, spots me, plain as day, 40 yards, could have shot him. I told Ross, we need to sit down right here and try to call these birds back. I call them back, don't really have even time to get my camera on them, so I grab my cell phone and I'm holding it up, and bird comes in right up to the decoy, and Ross got a little bit of turkey fever. Watch this. Ross, man, like I said, it happens to the best of us, buddy. Everybody misses, and you're not a true hunter if you have not missed or crippled an animal once in your life. I can't count how many times I've missed turkeys, deer, ducks, geese, pheasants. I miss a lot of shit. But I'm proud of you for sticking with it. We hunted the rest of the day. Didn't have any close encounters. But we go the next afternoon, and we try to go on a piece of private where Ross had shot his first bird 2 years before that. And I get off work at 2:30. I drive a 40 minutes to pick him up, and then dang near an hour back to our location. We get there right at 4 o'clock roughly. And of course, Ross has to stop at McDonald's because he's skinning bones and starving to death. Definitely my child. But we get to our location at 4 p.m. and we are booking trying to get in there. They're calling for bad storms. Nothing happened the first day. Nothing happened the second day. Kansas weatherman, y'all need to be fired. But we get in there at 4 o'clock. We're booking across the field, and lo and behold, there's a big, massive gobbler standing right in the field where we're going to try to attempt to go set up. We start to make a play, trying to get in there to figure out how we can set up between where they're at and where they're roosting at. Bird disappears into the brush. I kind of felt like he possibly seen us or heard us because do we sound like a herd of elephants, maybe? And there's not much vegetation quite yet, so you can see clear through the timber. But the bird disappears, so Ross and I jump this huge creek. We get up on the other side, and we book probably a 60-yard span across this little neck of a field, cornfield. We get set up. I put up the decoys. We pop up this little pop-up blind thing that Steph had bought me for my birthday, or for our 8-year anniversary, and the moment I hit the call, he gobbles in the same spot. So he had just came back out of the timber. And watch the footage, y'all.
Welcome back to Trailing a Vision Outdoors. I'm your host, Doc Hinck. This is my little mini Ritz. It's April 3rd. It's the 3rd day of turkey season here in Kansas. We were sneaking back in here. We saw a gobbler strutting right in the corner of the field, which is right where Ross shot his first bird 2 years ago. And he disappeared when we popped up here. I hope he didn't see us, but I think he went in the timber because he gobbled up there when we got set up. But we're sitting here over this cornfield in between where they're at and where they want to roost. So, you think we'll see one? Alright. It's 2 days after my 39th birthday. Let's see if we can get it done. Look at these clouds. How do you see anything? Steph got me this $30 decoy off a TikTok shop. It's like a 3D deal. I've been obsessing over wanting this thing, so she bought it for me for my birthday. And every time the wind blows, it moves. And it looks freaking awesome. So, hopefully. Safety off. Safety off. Okay, finger off the trigger, okay? Don't move, don't move, don't move. He's looking at us. He's got a red head, too. The ends are all too far. Here he comes. The bearded ends here. See that come? Hang on, Ross, hang on. Don't move. Look, Ross, look, right there. Right beside you. See him? That's the one you want. Shit. I can't shoot through the trees. He sees us in here. No.
So, we called them birds in. I had them birds 10 feet, or not 10 feet, but about 10 yards directly in front of Ross. You could see his big old paintbrush beard. And Ross is like, that's the bird I want. There's 2 gobblers, like 5 or 6 hens, and 3 jakes. The hens and jakes pass by. One beautiful Rio-looking bearded hen. And Ross is like, Daddy, I can technically shoot the hen, right? And I'm like, technically you can, but I convinced him that I feel like, even though she's got a beard and it's really unique, I would pass just because of our turkey numbers are just crap. Everybody knows that. All across the nation. So, he takes another look at that big gobbler 10 yards in front of him, and he's like, that's my bird. And he wanted to shoot him through this little cedar brush right along the edge of the field, but I told him, hang on, when he steps out, head shoot him. And Ross got to kind of squirming, and that bird had saw us through that thicket. And I had taken my leaf jacket and magically left it in the vehicle, so I didn't have it to wrap my tripod and my shiny camera. So he either saw Ross moving or he saw the camera or both. But they took off, left. The hens stayed out there. Jake's disappeared. And then a little while later, I run out, I grab the decoys, I pull them in thinking maybe they're decoy shy. And the moment that I got back in the timber, I sat down, I hit the call one time, and here they come back. But this time they were about 50 yards. They passed right in front of us. Ross had his heart set on that big bird so bad he wanted that turkey.
I see them.
Careful. Real careful. There they are.
See them.
You will be careful, careful. There's one behind him. Okay, don't move, Ross, don't move. That's a big dog. Don't move your hands. coming in.
Scared.
Scared the shit out of me.
I thought it was maybe.
I just hope he's close enough when he comes by. He's probably gonna be too far. He's working his way this way. Be still. He's looking. Whatever the hell that was. Whatever it was standing right behind us. Took off running. I just about wet my panties.
Me too. I thought it was maybe. He's driving.
There he is.
He's walking on.
He's inching his way this way though.
So I can technically shoot him.
Yeah.
But the hand's not a real.
I don't see the toms yet. Too far now, darn it. Yeah, that very front one's got a beard about 7 inches long. She's a Rio too. God, she's pretty. There's the tom. There's the tom. Right there in front of you. Don't move. He's looking at us.
I see him.
Don't move at all. Yeah, way too far. Just don't move. That's an eastern there. That one's behind him. Oh, wow.
The next afternoon, we do a repeat. I get off work, I fly, pick up Ross, and back to the field we go, and this time we take Steph, and I hope you guys enjoy this. Now, we'd called. Steph is set up on one side, Ross is kind of in front of us, and then I'm hiding behind my little panel blind deal with my camera this time. And we call, it's windy as all get out, so they really can't hear you, and you can't hear them. As we're walking across the same field, we decided to set up in the corner where we had saw that bird the day before, and they kept hanging out in that corner, strutting and gobbling, which is exactly where Ross shot his first bird 2 years ago. And eventually, we called enough, and I looked at Steph, and she looked at me, and I was like, was that a gobble? Like, you know, you want to hear a gobble so bad, sometimes you feel like your brain just makes you believe that you're hearing something. I don't know. About 20, 30 minutes later, we continue to call, and he gobbles not far behind us. I'm saying within 100 yards. Gobbled once or twice and shut up. And I'm like, doggone, what in the heck happened? So we just kind of play the quiet game for a while, and lo and behold, I look over at Steph, we're talking something or other, and I look over at her, and directly behind her head, I see this tail fan coming down the adjacent property, coming right down the private on the other side. It was the big strutter and the tom that was there with him before, and all the hens. Jakes were nowhere to be seen, but they come right down the fence line, and I told Ross, get your gun on your shooting sticks, they're going to pop out right in front of us. Watch this.
Don't move a hair, bro. soft. You ready, Ross? Shoot him. Shoot the one standing there. Shoot him. You son of a bitch.
Alright, now this is the first time that Ross has actually admitted that he got turkey fever. He was shaking so bad, I told him to put the bead right on that turkey's head. And like I said, he's shooting a Youth Model 20 gauge. But this time he is shooting a Remington 870 3-inch 20 gauge that I had bought him for his first hunt 2 years ago. And I feel like this gun will actually reach out just a tad further than the little shorty one. So Ross had made a shot. I took my hand off the camera. The camera starts like slowly going down at the bird's feet, and I'm watching the bird but not the camera. Dad fail. And in the footage, I can see that it looks like it spreads way farther than it should have. And as you watch the footage, you see him blow the wing almost clear off of that turkey. He runs off, runs down in the timber, and we thought he was gone. I mean, you could tell he was hit, but he didn't look hit extremely hard. So we set up, we call for a while, and the other bird pops back up that was with him. They ran off together. He comes back, and I'm watching him, and you know their little dance that they do out in the field, and I don't think I have to explain what they're doing, but doing his little native dance. And he's there for a good half hour, and another bird starts gobbling behind us. The hens are all out feeding. This bird down the way is getting closer, and I'm trying to decide, okay, Ross crippled that bird. I personally didn't feel like he made a very good shot at all. I could see that bird leaving through the timber. So I tell Ross to get set up again, pump another shell in that gun, and wait for this second bird.
The one strutting. I'm trying to look. The turkey's doing something funky. Like, is he... To me, it looks like he's trying to beat up a dead turkey. It's him. It's not dead. He's laying there and he's pecking the shit out of his head. Holy shit, that's why he won't leave. I know. I can hear him drumming. He's beating the hell out of your turkey. Babe, can you film it all? Like me and Ross?
I got my first video.
Well, this turkey's not dead yet, though.
Yeah.
Look at him, on top of him. Oh, you sick bastard. He's doing the dirty on top of your turkey.
Yeah, I see.
Hey, there's another hen just come out. Hey, Ross, get your turkey call out. And softly try to call in this gobbler back here. In all my years of hunting, I've shot a lot of turkeys and crippled them, but I've never, ever, shh, hey, I said easy, that's hard. Try it, soft, shh, softer, push softer. I'm gonna have to give you a box call. Try a box call.
Don't I have one?
It sucks, but I got a good one. Help me call in this gobbler. Softer. I was like, for some reason that dome won't leave. And he just keeps hanging out. And he's getting a hold of it, like he is breeding something.
It can't be pretty mine.
Remember though, that Rio we saw yesterday, that half-breed Rio, whatever it was.
Had a broken wingtail.
He had a broken tail fan.
At least.
I guarantee, I don't think that's a Jake back here the way he's gobbling.
Yeah.
Look at him.
At least I shot my first video.
It's not a purebred Rio, but it's,
Oh,
yeah, I think he might be. We'll see him up close. It's so cool. I don't have a turkey wing, so I'll beat this out of my blind. Now I knocked my camera way out of focus.
Stop flipping my turkey.
I think he's standing on top of him.
Yeah.
That must be a big, smart bird back here. It's probably got 5 beards. Huh?
I don't think that one's coming out.
He's straight down the edge behind us. Something. He's around the curve now. It's so cool. Either way, whatever that turkey is, Ross, whatever that turkey is, if he dies, you just shot probably one of the smartest turkeys you're ever gonna shoot. That little 20 gauge barked. You sure you didn't put it on his wing?
I tried, but I was shaky. It was going from butt to tail, and from head to tail.
Body shoot the sons of bitches if they're close enough.
Yeah.
I body shot a lot of turkeys. I like to head shoot them.
I don't know.
What?
I was shaking.
You're shaking? Here, let me get the camera on you. Why don't you tell the camera what was going on? Like, I see him. A Tom. Flying is annoying. Zoom in on you there. Alright, so what happened?
I shot a turkey.
A rooster.
Yo,
The turkey's laughing at you.
hey, stop making fun of me because I got
I wish I had the microphones.
a really big gobbler, a rooster.
He's not leaving him alone. When I saw the turkey for sure, he had it by the snoot and was like yanking on it.
Yeah.
And then when he let go, the turkey's sitting there, but his head's like this. But he
That's
wasn't
what I saw,
dead.
too. That's what I saw.
Get him no closer. That turkey's gotta be right where we sat last night.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's a chick. I forgot, like, we didn't film coming in or nothing. Can you hear him spitting?
I never saw the back gobbler. I only saw half of the first one.
Oh, they were like side by side, I thought.
Let's see.
I don't know if I got it on camera. Keep your mask on, bud. Just for now, because it ain't over yet.
I think that one won't come in because
It's like he wants to, because he's really wound up. Like this turkey over here. He is wound up more than any turkey yet. Now look, hey, he's coming, he's coming.
This other bird's coming, getting closer by the minute. And for some reason, I look back over and I see that turkey doing that dance, and he's pecking at something. And I'm like, I'm studying that bird real hard through the camera lens. And I pull up the vortex and I look and I'm like, well, by God, he's on top of a turkey and he's pecking the snood. Like, tearing this bird apart, and then he gets up there and rapes the poor defenseless turkey that's crippled. I tell Ross, I was like, hold off. Do not shoot the other bird. You did hit that bird. Maybe better than we thought. So, this bird stays on that bird forever, and he is doing the dirty with that poor old gobbler. Well, the other turkey comes in, we get some just beautiful footage of him, and we're watching him, and of course he's got at least 11-inch beard, nice spurs, big body, and I look back and I see movement. And the Tom that was raping his Tom decides to come over because he wants to fight with this other new gobbler that just showed up. So as he's coming in, we're watching this other bird, and they're both out in the field, and I'm videoing them, and I look over and I see movement out of the corner of my eye where his turkey was. So I look back real fast, and there is the biggest bobcat walking on top of this old stone fence from the 1800s. And he walks right over top of where that turkey is laying and does not even acknowledge that gobbler. I thought, oh no, he's going to get that gobbler and tear it up before we even get over there.
Come out wherever you are. Holy crap. babe. Babe, call. Call louder. Purr. Turn around. See what he's doing. He's gonna steal those ends. Oh my god. Me too. It's a very, very long beard. Yeah. Hey, look. Yep. One in the field. Here he comes in front of us. The one that was beating up yours is gonna come over here. Maybe they'll fight. Uh-oh. That is a giant beard. Damn, that's a rope. He's gonna run him off. Call, babe. I don't. Oh yeah, I see him. Babe, can you purr? Can you purr?
Have you seen it?
All right, y'all. Here, let me step right there. Okay, stay there. Nope, right there. Well, yeah. Ross, we hunted here last night. Y'all saw it. We didn't get him, but Ross really wanted this one that looked kind of Rio. So I got off work. Ross played cowboy today with Steffi. Got off work, got out here. Steph came with us, and what's this? The old 870. Ross shot his first turkey right there where Steph's at with the same little 870 that I bought him. He shot just now, or a while back. We watched him run off across the field. I don't even know if I filmed it. And I was sitting there watching, and the second Tom that was with him came over here and was like doing the dance thing, and I'm like, is he doing his little naughty dance, or is he beating up on a bird? I can't get this camera to work. There we go. Couldn't tell if he was like on a turkey or what. But finally I watched, and he was picking at the bird's head. And then a little while later, we were just playing with these other turkeys. I can't see everybody. He was playing with these, I hate this camera. We were playing with these other gobblers. And then all of a sudden I look back and I see something walking where the turkey's at. And there was a giant bobcat walking down this rock fence. If you could see it back here. Walking right on top of the rock fence, right above the gobbler. And the gobbler had his head up and was looking. That sumbitch jumped up right there and went to take off, and he blasted him. I mean, he was about to go.
Watch. I was like, I'm not gonna look.
Oh, I thought that I could sneak up there. And I threw a dirt clod, and it hit a branch way up there.
He was a dirt clod?
Well, we were here, and I said, put it right on him, and if his head comes up, shoot him. And then I threw it, and it stuck up here, and then he just jumped up, and I'm like, shoot him.
Get him.
All right. What, you gotta pee?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you already peed. Can I turn the camera around? Okay. You said... Thank God Ross could swing that gun up and shoot it on his own.
He comes up, he's like, I got my first Rio.
It's not really Rio.
Is he dead?
I can't believe... I looked up, like when I threw the clod, it went up. So I looked up, and when I looked back down, it was like he was full on about to shit and get over that fence. Huh? That's the one you wanted yesterday. He's got like ivory colored spurs, don't he?
Good beard.
Pretty heavy bird?
I'd say about average in weight, but sharp spurs for around here.
You definitely body shot him, eh?
Come out front so I don't leave with you. Walk close.
Wish we could find some sun.
Keep going. Keep going. I don't want to hit you with the bird.
Find a little sunny spot real quick. It'll be pretty. It works right here. It doesn't matter. That's a nice old bird, huh?
Look at the spurs.
Like Part Rio.
Around here, they're good.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Where's the sun spot?
Anywhere. I mean, you could just set him right there. It doesn't matter. Just somewhere open we can see. So that works. Yeah.
That wind out would make my whole year.
Hey, if you don't, it still made my whole year. Because that's a cool bird.
No.
There you go. Get your gun.
It holds it.
Got your gun?
Okay, here we go.
Good, right? Good.
You look it, I can. How fast you have to.
Let's do this before it's...
Stand behind him. Careful of the screen.
So we can get pictures. His fan's busted. So I mean, it was busted before. Remember, hold your gun and you open his tail. Oh, flop open his wings there. Got a good beard? Oh, yeah.
Okay,
That's actually
hold at the
careful,
bottom
the
too.
very last feather.
Gentle.
Gentle. Last feather. So push it forward. Find his last feather on each side. And don't push it too far forward now so you
I
can
just
see
kind
it.
of barely hook my fingers in them and pull them apart. There you go.
Let me fix these. So what do you think, Ross? You can talk a little louder now. Huh?
I love it.
Is that
You love
fun?
it?
That's the one that you wanted yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, because those feathers were broke on that side.
Yeah.
So did your prayers to Queen Ella work after you apologized?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't praying after.
Oh, I was
I prayed to
praying.
God.
Huh?
You prayed to God?
Praying to God all the way. Well, this is what, day 3.
Is like.
This is day 3, and now Ross is finally done. So now it is Austin's turn and Kevin's turn, and then.
Oh, that wing broke.
Hmm?
That wing's creaky.
His wing?
It's
Oh,
broke.
Father?
that's a rooster, right? Let's see his beard. Show me spurs.
Oh my God, that was
That's a
Spurs
nice
is-
long one.
It's got inch spurs, I'd say.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
If he
Look
poops
at
on
that
me,
ivory color. That's cool though.
yeah, if he comes back to life and poops on me, I swear I will choke him to death.
Well, good job, Ross, man.
I wonder what the white stuff is on it.
Dust. Some dandruff. Turkey dandruff.
Did you get everything up there?
Yeah.
Did you?
I've got everything.
I just listened to say we heard more dogs. That hen popped up right there. I was standing on that rock fence and I was like, I thought it was him walking off. But good job, bud. Was it worth the wait?
Yeah.
Mwah.
Was it? You did good. You see how shut up the wing is?
Yeah.
That's a long way from his head, son.
I was shaking really bad.
You finally
That's
got turkey
okay.
fever
That
though?
happens.
Yeah.
Beautiful bird, though.
I bet he's got a 10-inch beard.
Yeah. And I mean, he's hefty. I'd say
Dog
Like-
is mine.
22, 23 pounds.
Let's fly home. Get him out of here and go weigh him and then we'll score him. This is unique. Look at this.
Yeah.
These
That's two different
feathers, I
fe-
love
never
how,
mind.
look at the copper on these.
Yeah,
Just
it's
like
like
your
almost-
copper call almost.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a Rio.
Beautiful. But the
Rios will be a
layer-
lot buffier white, but I mean he still has really pretty feathers.
Peekaboo.
Beautiful.
A lot of the hens had like Rio feathers.
Yeah.
Hey, see that tree right there that's got like purple? That's a redbud tree. You know what that means? Mushrooms.
I saw somebody found some.
All right.
Yeah.
Can we get some pictures?
Yeah, let me get your pictures.
We got to. I didn't think.
That's a long
Okay.
beard.
Do you want me to stop recording or keep it recording?
You can do both. No. What I like to do is fluff them up like this. There you go. Now, hold. Get that last feather on that
You only
side.
gotta smell.
There you go.
Can you peek up a little bit more, Ross?
Smile big.
Okay, hang on.
I didn't think it
Okay,
happened.
smile. Awesome.
No decoys.
Hang on, don't move.
Yeah, no decoys. The next time,
Ready?
give
Sometimes
Austin decoys.
Smile.
There we go. Smile big.
Okay.
Give Austin decoys.
Yeah. Here's my little turkey slayer. Second one without a blind. I mean, he squirms. His little Indian name is Little Squirms a Lot. No, that's your rapper name. Little. Oh, Bigfoot.
This was a tent.
Yeah.
Right there. Right here.
Here?
That's me. That's where Bigfoot is.
Yeah.
You. Oh, you'll see.
We did it. That is so neat.
I'll never forget you falling down and not ever second.
Neither will I.
I was laughing so long. And then you got hit in the head by a stick.
What else happened right after that, remember?
The otter.
Right before the otter.
Snake.
What happened before the otter? Remember the ground swallowing me? It like inhaled my leg all the way to my nuts.
And
That
then I
hurt.
got stuck.
And I was hanging there like,
Yeah, you was.
and you were dying laughing. So last year we come out here and I managed to fall off that big cliff right there. Look at the wood ducks.
Oh, yeah.
A whole bunch of them. That's where we saw that river otter last year. Right there. But I fell off that giant cliff.
But then you was that stick.
Then the ground swallowed me up.
Worst day of your life.
What?
Best day of my life, worst day of your life.
You almost lost your dad.
He ordered a new one on Amazon.
Yeah, Timu. I thought you could have. Oh, you could afford it.
Dad.
This turkey's roost up on that He'll probably
We just did 2 throws.
just try not to smoke everything out. Well, pretty sunset. Look at the woodies. Ones that just flew over. Alright. We didn't film any walking or nothing.
Now we're filming going out.
Yeah, gotta make up for it. We could put this at the beginning. Why is the sun? The sun's coming up, that's what it is. If we turn around, it'll make it look like it's going up. Coming down. I don't know. Alright. Woohoo! Steffi's got the bird, got the gun, and I got 50 pounds of shit. Not a single snack.
Now, Ross, man, I am so proud of you, bud. You have become quite an outdoorsman in the last 3 years of hunting turkeys with me. You're a rabbit killing fool, a duck and goose killing fool. One day you're going to be out shooting me with them ringneck pheasants, and I don't know, we're going to have to duke it out because I don't want no more competition. But now the next thing we have to do is teach Austin and Kevin how to shoot. That might be interesting. But congratulations on a good bird. So far you're in the running. You got the highest score yet, mainly because nobody else has had an opportunity to kill a bird. But congratulations, little man. I love you and I'm proud of you, and I can't wait till the next hunt.